Hi friends, welcome back to Healing Place Cottage. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so happy to have you with me today. Today I'm in my kitchen up by the lake. I've told you before that I split my time between Cleveland and Dayton, and so I'm up by the lake and really enjoying myself and thought I would make a video. This is a super simple recipe because this is last minute. It's after 5 o'clock. We need dinner. I have chicken laid out, and so we're going to just make something super easy. And if I didn't already tell you, my name is Kim. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. So happy to have you with me. So we're just going to make an Italian chicken. That's it. And we're going to use a bottle of Italian dressing. I got this restaurant style. It's made to be like the Olive Garden recipe. And it has 2 grams, there are 16 servings in the bottle, and it has 2 carbs per serving, and a serving is about 2 tablespoons. And we're not going to have much more than 4 tablespoons on our chicken when we actually eat it. So I don't think that that is bad. We are going to have pasta with this. I thought that I had zucchini and my zucchini went bad, so I'm not going to have that. It would be great with asparagus. I've done it with zucchini and yellow squash before, and it was delicious. But today we're going to do it without the vegetables because the only thing I have are green beans that are fresh and cucumbers. And I don't think it would be good with either of those. So we're just going to do it without the vegetables for today. What I'm doing is cleaning up my chicken because you know me, I don't like to eat any of the fat parts. So I'm cleaning up my chicken. You may be wondering why I am wearing this back brace. That's new. And I will tell you that I was outside weeding. I actually just went outside to take my trash out, but I always, if I see some weeds or something, I try and get those. And this was a weed that has been in my driveway for a while. It was very big, very thick and very deep roots. And I started pulling on it, and when it came out of the ground, it threw me back onto my tail, and I heard my back pop and felt my back pop as soon as I landed. I thought I was going to pass out. Luckily, I did not. I was able to make it back into the house and ended up going to urgent care because I knew something was definitely wrong. And urgent care sent me to the ER. And so I went there and they did a CT scan. And it ended up that I fractured my L4 and my L5. And I see a neurosurgeon on Wednesday. So we'll see what that person says. I think it's a he. And that's why I'm wearing a back brace. So anytime I'm doing something, they want me in this back brace. So it's a little bit of a damper on the summer because I really like the pool, but I'm thinking I'm going to give the pool a try because although the water isn't as hot as my bath water, that when I take a hot bath, that's the best that I feel. So I'm just going to use 3 of these chicken breasts today. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. And we're just going to open this dressing. I think we should shake it up a bit. And we're just going to pour it on there. Don't use the whole bottle because you're going to want to save some for your pasta. And if you know that you're going to make this dish, I personally think that it's better if you marinate the chicken in the dressing. But I obviously didn't have time to do that because it's 5 o'clock and I'm just now getting to after 5 o'clock. It's getting closer to 6 o'clock, so didn't have the time to do that. I have preheated my oven at 350. So we're going to cook this chicken for probably 30 minutes and then test it with the meat thermometer and see how it is. And then we'll come back and during that time, I'm going to make some angel hair pasta and we're going to have that ready for us when the chicken is done. So I'm going to just pop this in the oven. And I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes. And then when I'll come back and we'll finish up this dish. I wanted to share with you my refrigerator pickles. So if you're someone who wants to preserve but doesn't know exactly how to do so, you don't know, you don't have a canner and you may not have a dehydrator, but this is something that you can make that you can use over and over again. The brine is very simple. And if you're interested in the brine, just put a comment in the comment section and I will send that to you. It's like 3 cups of white vinegar, 3 cups of sugar. And then I have to get the exacts on the rest. It has dry mustard and it has celery seed in it and vinegar. I already said vinegar. So, but it's delicious. You just put cucumbers and onions in it, put it in your fridge and eat your cucumbers and onion, and then as you keep that brine and as you eat the cucumbers, you can add new cucumbers to it and it'll work for you for all summer long. So it's a great food preservation tip. This month, if you follow Three Rivers Homestead, is Every Bit Counts challenge, where she challenges you every day preserve something from the garden or from a local farmer, or maybe you're at your grocery store and they have something that's on sale. When potatoes go on sale, canning those, different things like that. And then in the community group, which I've talked to you about before with Little Mountain Ranch, our challenge this month is to preserve something every day. So with my back and an audit at work, I'm not going to have that time to do every day, but I thought that I would at least get this done. And I'm going to try and do a video with you making sauerkraut because I love homemade sauerkraut and I think that would be a really good video to make with you. But we'll come back in about 30 minutes and we'll finish up this recipe. Okay friend, our pasta is done and we're going to do what I do. I pour some of this dressing over the pasta. If you don't want to do that, if you feel like it's too much dressing, feel free to put some olive oil over your pasta. Whatever it is that you prefer. If you want butter over your pasta, you can do that as well, but I just like it with the dressing on the pasta. I think it gives it a little extra kick. I'm gonna check on our chicken breasts. They look like they need more time, but you know me, I like my meat pretty dried out a little bit. We want them to get to 165. And they are not ready, they're at 144. So we're going to put those back in the oven. I'm going to turn the oven up to 400. And then we'll give it another 10 minutes and then we'll come back. Okay Okay friends, our chicken looks done. I checked it. The two pieces say 170, which is perfect. They're supposed to be at 165. The middle piece still said 157. So I'm going to take the two pieces out that are at temperature, and I'm going to cook that middle piece a little bit longer. So this is how it looks so far, but I'm going to put some cheese on top, and I forgot that I'm not at my house where I have Parmesan cheese, but I have Asiago cheese here. So we're going to put some on top, and then we are going to give this a taste. Okay, here is our finished product. I went ahead and added some parsley flakes to it to give it a little bit of a color. But if you're using asparagus or you're using zucchini or any other type of vegetable that would add color, you'll be good. And you won't have to add those parsley flakes, but feel free to add whatever you would like. That's the beauty of cooking with me. You can make your dish however you feel like it would be good. I'm giving you just a basic recipe, and you can then modify it to whatever works. So I'm going to take a taste of this. It's delicious. You can't go wrong with Italian dressing, chicken, and pasta. I won't lie, I would love it with the vegetables, but we don't have them, so we're gonna just live without them for this time. I am gonna eat some of my cucumbers to go along with this. So let me tell you, I'm gonna get the box of pasta and tell you what the carbohydrate count is. So we're looking in one serving is 2 ounces, and there's 8 servings per container. So that's quite a bit because I only used half a container. And you can see how much is there. I'd say there's at least 4 servings there. So, sorry about that interruption, friends. I apparently am broiling, and it turned the fire alarms on. So back to what I was saying, a 2-ounce serving is 42 grams of carbs with 3 grams of fiber, so you're looking at 39 net carbs. You're looking at probably 4 tablespoons of the dressing, which is 4 more carbs. So we're looking at 43 net carbs for the whole dish. I don't think that's bad. We don't eat pasta very often, but we're still under that 45 grams of carbs that we want to stay at to be diabetic friendly and work for our diet. So I think we have a winner. Please remember to use, if you want to use Parmesan cheese, I had Asiago, was the only thing I had. So you can use Parmesan, Romano, those would be great on top of this. Any vegetables that you would like, you could do it like a primavera and do peas and green beans, and you could do tomatoes, you could do anything you want, but I typically make it with zucchini and asparagus and summer squash, and it's absolutely divine. But I hope that you enjoyed this quick and easy dish. I wanted to share something with you that if you come home from work at the end of the day and you're like, I have no idea what to cook, but you have some chicken, you have a box of pasta, and you have a bottle of Italian dressing, you are set. It is an easy meal. The oven did all of the work, and we get all of the benefits after the oven cooks it. So thank you for spending time with me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Healing Cottage Homestead. It really does help the algorithm find me when people are searching for diabetic friendly recipes, and that's my goal. I hope that, again, that you enjoyed your time with me. I know that I did, and I look forward to cooking with you again soon. Take care, friends.